Hello, Princess. Good day, and welcome to another episode of Just for Girls. This is Girls Alive Counseling Initiatives. Today, we'll be talking about setting boundaries. Yeah, boundaries. Boundaries are good. When you put boundaries in place, it shows there's a limit to which anybody can come or go or do anything to access you. So that's why some people build houses or buy houses and they put boundaries in form of fence. So if you go beyond that fence into their compounds, anything can happen to you. They may have dogs, they may have electric wire, anything. You can be arrested because you have crossed your boundaries. So for you as a girl, it's also good for you to set boundaries, to have boundaries. Yeah, boundaries are good because it helps you to put a limit to what you can do or allow. You get what I'm saying? What you can allow or what you should allow. When you set boundaries, especially in your relationship with the opposite gender, it's very good for young people, young girls to set boundaries. Otherwise, you'll be exploited. Yeah, some people will exploit your innocence. You know one thing? Girls are innocent. Am I correct? Young growing girls, they are innocent until they get exposed to certain things. So as an innocent girl coming up, growing up, with us, if you have that sincerity that you want to place a value on yourself, then you must set boundaries. Things that are valuable, there are boundaries. I remember some time ago, I was visiting a museum and there were certain, it's an automobile museum. So there were some of the vehicles that we were allowed to touch, to even ride in that museum. But there were some other ones, they had even put some boundaries, some ropes, and said that do not even touch. Don't cross the boundary and don't touch the paint. Don't touch the car because they don't want the paints to wear off us. I mean, these are old vehicles, but they had put instructions and they had put boundaries. If they didn't do that, we and other tourists are likely to touch those vehicles or possibly open their doors or do anything or sit on them and take pictures. But there were instructions and they had put boundaries. So when there are boundaries, it shows a limit. There's a limit to which you can go. My dear young lady, try to put some boundaries on yourself. Limit to which people of the opposite gender, guys, men, boys, put a limit to how far they can go with you. Don't let them touch you carelessly. Your sexual parts are not meant to be toys in the hands of any man. So don't let them fondle you. Don't let them press you anyhow. Don't let them just touch you carelessly. You are not free for all. By all means, you are not free for all. When you put boundaries up on yourself, then you let somebody know, please, I don't want that. When they are beginning to touch you or come too close or doing something that can begin to lead you into something, because I've said that the adolescent stage years, especially the middle adolescence, is when the hormonal secretion, the sex hormones begin to come up, and then the sexual urges increase during this season. So when you begin to relate with the opposite gender, it can be stirring you up, it can be arousing you unnecessarily, and you are not set for that. You get my point? You are not set for that. So when you put boundaries, you don't allow guys to touch you carelessly, you don't let them just hold you anyhow. And part of the boundaries when it comes to relating with the opposite gender is to keep yourself away from things that can predispose you to certain issues that you may not be able to handle. And what do I mean by that? When you set boundaries, you may tell yourself, and it's one of the things I tell girls, don't stay in the same room alone with the opposite gender, a man. Don't stay in the same room alone with him. Your teacher, your home lesson teacher, your your steward at home, your driver, because we have read lots of stories, of how things went wrong in such instances. And this also goes to parents as well. Avoid situations where a girl child is left alone with a male individual, possibly in the house, in the room, in whichever circumstances, because issues may come up. So when you put boundaries in place, you cannot say, or a guy has come to visit you and you told him to come to visit on the day that nobody will be home. Parents are not in, siblings are not in. You are setting the stage for what you may not be able to handle. You understand? Because as young people, your urges are strong and then the attraction may be there. I've said it, opposites attract. So boys may be attractive to you, you're attractive to a boy. Coming too close can begin to stir up your passion. Put boundaries in place so that you don't go out of, you don't overstep your boundaries when it comes to relating with the opposite sex. Don't allow somebody tell you, a guy tells you, I've met, oh no, I've counseled lots of young ladies. And it's because out of their innocence, they do things they don't know. This young lady said she went to visit the guy at home and he was alone in the room. Immediately she came in, he sat her down, he locked the door on her and raped her. You understand? So when you have put that at the back of your mind, that I'm not going to visit a guy all alone in his room, then it's a boundary that you will not overstep and it's going to be helpful to you. On the long run, it's going to be wisdom, for you, and it's going to be helpful to you. Possibly the next episode we'll be talking more about setting boundaries and I'll bring some other issues up. But at this point, I just want you to continue to be that gracious girl. Carry yourself with grace. Put value on yourself and don't allow anybody tamper with that grace and that value that you have. Until I come your way in the next episode, I commend you to the grace of God. God bless you. Thank you for listening and see you later. Bye for now.
I'm blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm blessed. Oh, I'm blessed. From the rising of the sun to the going down of the same.